Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Toure. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Now on the option. Now the toss. Creates a little room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in the
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Washington State has it all working right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. 2nd sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jackson. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
This is like an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Richardson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. It's an outcome that...
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Cougar! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They're working that left side. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the outside. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it to the 15. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Washington State lines up quickly. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Richardson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's loose. Running through contact. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Arizona! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Cook. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Good job chasing by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He rifles one deep down the right side. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Toure. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs, which was...
There he goes! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tompkins.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. It's complete to the left. On the move is the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right here.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by...
Touchdown, Wazzu! Special teams proving to be special. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Tompkins. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Searching for the 4th down conversion, Washington State comes to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Toure. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gray. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Arizona. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Toure. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And
that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Complete in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably
turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Washington State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. There he goes. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter. but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's great.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Washington State going back to work on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now improvising. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cougar! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been